Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you on a Monday night from Los Angeles, California. Man, I feel like we're still living a dream, y'all. I still feel like we're living a dream. Luka Doncic is a Laker, made his debut tonight in an absolute butt-kicking of the Utah Jazz as the Lakers continue their dominance over sub-500 teams. And, man, this is all still settling in for me. I mean, does it feel real to you guys? Does this feel real? This is all just craziness to me. Luka out there, 23 minutes of play, 14 points, hasn't played since Christmas, basically rolled out of bed and just gave an NBA team 14 points. LeBron James looked excellent. Austin Reeves, man. Austin Reeves has he is turning the corner, man. He is growing right before our eyes here, man. And I did the video when the Lakers acquired Luka. I was still kind of in a fog at that point. I couldn't believe that it happened. Obviously, it was a little over a week ago. Now his first game makes it, even though the trade was official, it feels realer now because we saw him on the court in a Lakers uniform. Lakers giving out the T-shirts. It just feels like a video game. It feels like a video game, you guys, man. And just let me know what you guys think, man. Are you guys still like in a world where like you're pinching yourself, trying to grasp that this is still real? I know we saw it today. But man, what a time. What a time to be a fan of the Los Angeles Lakers. What a time to watch NBA basketball in a time where NBA basketball was kind of losing its luster. And the Lakers go ahead and get themselves Luka Doncic, and and for the league, it was all good just a week ago, and now here we go. So appreciate you guys tuning in, man, here on a Monday night. As I told you guys, I'm gonna kind of get back into the swing of things of basketball as I've been kind of buried in baseball. But the Lakers, man, they full-fledged gave us something to be excited about. They're going all in here. Got to return the favor, right? So it's been a rough season watching basketball, not just Lakers perspective, just overall NBA. But this was kind of a shot in the arm, and I'm excited again. And mostly excited because the Lakers now have a future, right? They have a future. They obviously have the past, and we may have the future and the present right now. And I can't believe that I'm saying this, man, but the Lakers have a chance to do some damage this postseason. They have a chance as good as anyone now with these guys. The way Austin is looking, the way Rui is going to play with these guys, DFS, Vando getting healthy, Gabe getting healthy. Everyone's saying, we got Miami Gabe back. It's always been Miami Gabe. He just didn't have a knee for a season. He's always had heart. He's always been a stand-up dude. This was never going to be the Kendrick Nunn situation. This wasn't just him out there being trash. He was hurt. Once he got healthy and he's getting healthy, he's finding his rhythm again. He's going to be a contributor. Vando, like I said, DFS, you got Luka. Look what they're doing with Jackson Hayes here, man. Jackson Hayes is going to probably get 10, 12, 13, whatever points a game, just rim running. And those are points in leak outs and all kinds of things are going to help the team, man. So what an incredible experience to witness this, and what an incredible game, man. So appreciate you guys. Got a super chat out the gate here. Appreciate you, man. Let's Talk Podcast with the $4.99 super chat. Bro, it's fun watching Lakers basketball again. Goodwin is a keeper. Lakers balling 32-19, fourth quarter, a fourth seed coming. Yeah. Make sure to go subscribe to Let's Talk Podcast. My guy, he was on the panel with me a couple of weeks ago here. So appreciate the love, man, as always. It's fun watching it again, and there's been times this season where it's been fun, but it was really hard to have any type of confidence in this team. And you guys know this. I said this last year. I said this in the offseason, and I said at the beginning of this year that I did not see the Lakers going all in to save this version of the team, the LeBron AD team. I did not see that happening. I said if they saw something that could help them now in the future, they would pull the plug. That was Luka. That was DFS. They did that. And now, they were waiting for their guy. They were waiting for something to come and essentially make sense to them, right? To give up those picks and give up assets. And, DFS, Luka, those are no-brainer trades. And I know that a lot of people kind of had opinions on DFS and Max Christie and all these guys, man. But once they started to turn the corner, once they got their legs under them, Max Christie, you got to remember, had a pretty solid rookie season. There was some promise there. Second season, injury riddled. Darvin Ham did not use him correctly. out the gate this year. He struggled a little bit because of his lack of development last year after the DFS trade. When they had DFS and Max Christie on the floor, the Lakers were a different team. Their defense went through the roof. Their net rating, their separation went through the roof, and they turned Max Christie into an asset and were able to throw him in the deal to help get Luka Doncic here, man, and then go out and get DFS. DFS is going to be a major piece for this team down the stretch and come playoff time. He is a winner. You have a guy like him on your team, you're going to win playoff games. He's going to be very important down the stretch. Rui Hachimura, man, he's got a bounce in his step again, man. He's playing out there with LeBron, playing out there with Luka. And the way that Austin Reeves is playing, man. I didn't get a chance to do a post game on Saturday. But Austin Reeves, man, give me 8 Mile Austin any day of the week. He got the sleeve, the headband. Give me 8 Mile Austin, man. He is out there cooking. And again, I'm sitting here saying, like, if Austin Reeves is your third best player, you're probably not a championship team. But this version of Austin Reeves, man, I don't want to go there yet. I don't want to go there yet. I need the consistency. I need to see this in the playoffs. I need to see this to continue. I'm not going to say that we can win it with Austin as our third best player. I'm not changing my mind on that yet. But if Austin can continue this level of consistency and he can take another leap playing with Bron and Luka, then guys, this can change everything. Luka, Bron, Reeves, DFS, Rui, Vando, Gabe Vincent. You got pieces on this team, man. We're gonna figure out what happens with this situation. We're gonna talk about it. Dalton Connect and what's going on with the Charlotte Hornets over there playing some games. But in the meantime and in between time, it really doesn't matter. Whatever happens with that trade, it doesn't matter because we got Luka in the building. We had already got DFS. This team is bought into JJ Redick's principles. JJ is out there putting this team in position to succeed. Their defense has been great since January 1st. They are a top 10 offense, top 10 defense. That's where you got to be if you're contending for an NBA championship, and that is where they currently stand. So it's just incredible to see. It's incredible to see. I noticed some things though, some switches that they've done already, man. Some things that they've done already. So they went ahead and they kind of altered some of the things they did. And I noticed right away that when the Lakers got rebounds, offensive rebounds, they immediately went into a 5-out set. So I noticed that off top. And they had, the 5-out. I know a lot of people kind of throw up in their mouth when they hear that because of Darvin. But the 5-out, the way the Lakers used it last season was not the way it's designed. It's not designed to have 5 people out there shooting threes. It's designed to open lanes to the basket and then open shots from the outside in on penetration. And when you got Luka and you got LeBron and you got Austin and you got Gabe, you got guys who can put the ball on the floor. When you get an offensive rebound, you got 14 seconds on the shot clock to reset. That 5-out system can work very well with that type of personnel. And I love how they went immediately into it as soon as they got that offensive rebound. So keep an eye out for that. I think the Lakers can get teams on their heels there, taking advantage of not really having the size inside, but the ball handlers and the strength to get to the cup and finish with contact concentration and hit their free throws. So these are things that JJ is kind of adjusting things already with Luka out there, and that's what you like to see. That's what you like to see. And these guys, man, they just look at this box score. Rui's out here, 21 points. You got LeBron with 24. You had Hayes with 12. You had Austin B-Rabbit 8 Mile Reeves out there with 22 points, man. You had Luka, like I said, with his 14 and 23 minutes. DFS never gonna be a guy that is gonna really go for 30 out there, but he's gonna help you win basketball games, man. He only shot 25% out there. But I'm telling you, down the stretch, his defense is going to be a problem. Vando had a rough one out there today. No points, 0 for 3. Was only a +4 when he was in the game. Was, I think, the only guy that played, of the main top guys that wasn't like a +10 out there. So Vando coming back, but he's going to at some point be a guy that really helps enhance this defense. Gabe Vincent with 11 points, 4 of 9 overall. And then you had this guy, Goodwin, man. Goodwin is starting to sneak up on some people here, man. Jordan Goodwin out there with 17 points, 8 of 11, 72% shooting, and in 21, almost 22 minutes there. And, sometimes you get these guys who kind of come out of nowhere, put in the work, or at the right place, right time. And when you're playing with superstars, you put yourself in position to, get yourself in the box score, on the stat sheet, on the scouting report, if you do this enough games. And Goodwin, he has been impressive. I'm curious to see what you guys think of him. I don't have a ton of expectations for him right now because this is very early. And like I said, when teams start scouting for you and preparing for you, we'll see what that does. But look, we're going to take all the help we can get right now. And when he was out there, doing his thing, putting in work, even 8 rebounds there, even the thing he did, that one shot towards the end of the end of the third quarter, where they had to kind of throw up a Hail Mary and he went and chased it down and tried to catch it and put it back in. Like, he has a nose for the ball. And these are the type of guys you're going to need. So once again, appreciate you guys tuning in on a Monday night. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you have not done so already. Let me know what you guys thought of Luka's debut out there, man. He looked like a guy who hasn't played since Christmas. He looked a little tired. He was asking for a drink, like within like 2 or 3 minutes into the game. Keith was kind of making fun of him for that, but he hasn't played since Christmas. He's got his old team ripping him to shreds about his weight and his conditioning and his preparation, which is wild. But look, give me pudgy Luka any day of the week. Give me pudgy Luka. I'll take him. 10 times out of 10, I'll do that trade. 10 times out of 10. Give Luka a few weeks here. Let him get his legs out from under him. Let him get going. 60% of Luka is still better than most players in the league. And we'll definitely take that anytime, any place, man. So shout out to the Lakers tonight. Now, let's talk about the Charlotte Hornets situation with Mark Williams and Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, the picks, etc. So by now, you guys already know the trade got rescinded. Dalton Connect is already back with the Lakers. Now we know why it was kind of awkward, or he was kind of like during warmups. He's in kind of limbo, no man's land. He doesn't know where he's going to be in a few days. He doesn't. I feel he'll still be a Laker. I don't see how that trade can be undone. I don't see how the league can make the Lakers take a player who they failed a physical on. Their team doctor, Leroy Sims, was head of medical basically for the NBA prior to joining the Lakers. I feel like he did his due diligence. I know there was published reports saying, when Rob was quoted as saying the UCLA Health and Dr. Sims vetted the process and felt comfortable with the risk with getting Williams here. I believe that to be when Charlotte sent the medical records over. I believe when they got the medical records, what they reviewed, what Charlotte sent over, they were borderline comfortable with. They were going to roll with it. But they wanted to get him in their building and do an actual physical. And once they did that, they saw something that they did not like, multiple things they did not like, and decided to rescind the trade because that's their right when a player fails a physical. Now, there's conspiracy theories and rumors out there saying that the Lakers, kind of had buyer's remorse, felt they overpaid and wanted to back out of the deal. I'm not buying that because the Lakers need a big man. This kid had potential. He had something that he was a player that Luka wanted. I think the Lakers do this deal if they don't have concerns with injury. I feel they were fine with the price. They wouldn't have made that offer. They wouldn't have done that if they were not comfortable with the price. They discovered something in the physical, and Charlotte is looking bad here. They tried to send the Lakers damaged goods. They had that post the other day that they called the Lakers the team, right? And now they're trying to save face by going to the league and trying to make it seem like they're clear here, they're clean here. But they're not. They're not. So they tried to pull a fast one on the Lakers. And like I said, the Lakers have a true medical team now. They caught it. They said, return to sender. Take your guy back. We don't want him under this condition. We want him for his upside, but we don't want him with these conditions. And the Lakers, it's their right to back out of the trade. And I don't see how the league can force the Lakers back into that move. So I'm fairly confident that Dalton Connect will remain a Laker. I'm not so confident Cam Reddish will remain a Laker. He may be bought out to free up a spot for potentially an Alex Len, who was on his way to Indiana, then backed out of that deal. I was on a Lakers Fast Break last night. Shout out to them. Make sure to go subscribe to them. And I mentioned that there's going to be guys maybe searching for a buyout or kind of changing their minds now that there's a starting center position potentially available with the Los Angeles Lakers playing with Luka Doncic and LeBron James. And less than 24 hours later, we have the situation where Alex Len is already backing out of a deal with Indiana and has his eyes set on joining the Los Angeles Lakers. So that Charlotte situation, I believe it's going to end where it is. I think that'll get wrapped up the next 48 hours. And I believe the players will stay with who they are now. And I think the Lakers, maybe it's Alex Len, maybe it's someone else. That remains to be seen. But I believe they will probably waive Cam Reddish and pick up another center. I feel that if the Lakers were just going to waive Christian Wood, I felt that he would have been the guy in the trade going to Charlotte as opposed to Cam Reddish. So that kind of indicates they're probably wanting to keep him and are going to keep him. It's probably going to be Cam Reddish that gets released. That's just my opinion. We will wait and see on that. But appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. Shando, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you tuning in. One Peruvian guy, salute to you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Mission, what's going on? Craig, hope you're doing well. Hello to you as well. Just because I'm Reese. What's going on, Reese? I love this beat. Yeah, man. I know when I've been covering baseball, people are saying I miss the NBA beat. I love that beat. That's for basketball. I'm saving that for basketball. So we back with it now. So appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Nicholas, what's going on, man? Search and destroy the mod god, the god of mods, the mod father, the best in the business. My brother, search and destroy. Appreciate you as always, man. Angie B, what's going on, Miss Angie B? My sister Angie B. Hey, welcome back, bro. Great win. Let's go. Absolutely. What a great win, Angie. What a great win. And I'm excited to be back with basketball. Baseball's about to kick off again. I'm going to be all over that as well. So we about to take this to the next level this season, a true two-sport channel, trying to give you that best two-way coverage in the game. And I'm excited. I'm excited to bring you guys this content. Shout out to you, sis. Hope you're doing well, man. What's going on, Joe? What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Phoenix Leia 1, what's good, my guy? Appreciate you. Jeremy, what's good, my guy? What's up with you? Hope you're doing well. We missed you, bro. I missed you guys too, man. Look, I just needed a little break from basketball, man. I needed a break. I was buried in baseball. My career's got me crazy busy trying to get in where I fit in these YouTube streets, with the limited time I have. But I promise y'all, man, I'm going to do my best to carve out more time for basketball coverage as well as baseball. But I appreciate the kind words, man. LA for life. What's good, my guy? Empire Jeff, let's go. Luka is a Laker. F the Hornets. Facts. Woody, what's going on? Woody, yes, sir. Jeff, what's up, bro? What's going on with you, Woody? Hope you're doing well. Trying to catch up to all these. We can go get back to this talk here. So much offense on this squad. We forgot about D'Lo. He's in the past now. Yeah, Gilbert. That's the thing. The Lakers' offensive efficiency, as well as their defensive efficiency. I talked about that, how it kind of went through the roof when they inserted DFS and they also inserted Max Christie, right, into a bigger role, more minutes. And in a lot of ways, it was also, I don't want to bash D'Lo. I don't want to do that. I wish him well in Brooklyn, but it was also kind of coincided with the time that D'Lo was traded off the team too. And you got some guys out there, longer length, DFS is a better defender than Max Christie, but Max Christie's length, when he applies it, playing alongside of someone like AD with the DFS at the time, was someone that was able to provide more defense, more resistance on the perimeter than D'Lo was ever going to do. So Max Christie was a big part of the Lakers' success since January 1st. And I know that a lot of people had given up on him, had bashed him, had called him kind of like a waste of a contract, or, people forget they bought him with a second-round pick, man. They got him. He was basically free, right? When it talked to get him. He turned himself into a very serviceable NBA player and ended up being a piece that Dallas wanted in a trade for Luka Doncic. They asked for him. So, shout out to Max. I wish him well. I hope he does well. And, Mavs are going through it right now. I hate to see that. But we've been there, right? Satro, what's going on, Satro? Appreciate you, bro. Hope you are doing well. Omari's, what's good, bro? No, not yet. What's good, Jeff? Good to have you back. Good to be back, man. Appreciate you. Shanda, what's good again, man? Let's see. I told you Reese was that dude. Hey, look, I like Austin. I always have. I've questioned, and quite frankly, I still might, come playoff time. I want to see. I'm not convinced that we can, win an NBA championship with Austin Reeves as our third best player. That is no shade. It is very hard, and a player has to be very, very good to be the third best player on a chip team. That is no shade to Austin. I love Austin. I hope he's a Laker for life. I like Austin a lot. I'm just not convinced he's the third best player on a chip team. I'm not convinced. I would love for him to be it. I hope he can be, because it may have to be him, right? That remains to be seen for me. Where I was 100% convinced he wasn't, I'm no longer 100% convinced he's not. So that's the beauty about this. As a player continues to ascend every year, raising his scoring average every year. And I know there's people that don't like Austin for a variety of reasons. But when you look at the money that he makes, his contribution, the way he plays with LeBron, the way he plays off LeBron, and probably Luka now, It's really hard to find value like that. You can't move him and get equal return. You just can't. I've always been a guy who thought Austin off the bench was a cheat code, but the way he's playing right now is he almost is a cheat code now, man. So I've always loved Austin since the Lakers got him. I love the way he's playing right now. He deserves all the credit in the world. And you know, that game Saturday, the game today, shout out Austin Reeves, man. He's been incredible. 19.65 for 13 million is a bargain. Facts, man. Facts. And look, like I said, I try to be careful when I speak like on a player from a standpoint of what they are or aren't. When you're saying someone's not an all-star level player or that third level player or that star level player, it's no shade. Having Austin on this team helps this team. But like I said, that third guy on a chip team those guys are hard to find. Hard to find the skill, hard to find the fit, hard to find the financial flexibility. There's a lot of things that go into making that hard to do. And the fact you've got Austin putting up these numbers with that money, you know, he's competing on defense. You know, I understand the narrative is he gets cooked on defense, but he's out there and he's trying, and he puts in the work. He never lays down out there, right? And he's just been incredible this year, and he's continuing to get better. Alejandro, what's going on, my guy? Jeff back on B-ball. Yeah, man. Like I said, I came back on Saturday. Now I'm back again tonight. I'm going to try to do as many of these post games as possible. Like I said, you know, obviously when there's news, I'm going to try to do as well. But we got baseball coming back too, so it's going to be fun, man. I may have to just really dust off EPJ Sports Night and do NBA and MLB in the same show. That might be something that makes it easier. But we'll discuss that as a community and see what you guys think about that. Let's see. Search says Luka was a major heist. That was a major heist, man. That was ski mask. 50 said the ski mask. Wait, that's exactly what they did there. Jeremy said, bro, the type of big we need is someone who can provide minutes. Our wings are really good, help defenders, and do a lot of dirty work. Braun, Luka, and Reeves are going to be doing 95% of the playmaking. Facts. And like I said, man, I really also enjoy the resurgence of Gabe. I feel what he's bringing to this team is exactly what they signed him for. He just had bad luck, man. He had a really good preseason last year, got hurt, and wasn't able to kind of get going until he, got his legs back under him and got repetition and got the chemistry with the team. And I think that what he's becoming now is, he's out there trying to be the D-fish of this squad, man. I've always liked Gabe. Always have. Always believed in him. Never gave up on him. When people said, you couldn't give him away, he's trash. Like, nah, man. He's not Kendrick Nunn, y'all. He's not. He never was. He's a good dude. He's got heart. He just had a bad knee. All right? Just had a bad knee. Satchel said, oh, what a feeling, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see what this team becomes. My homie thinks the trade is an inside job by the league. I mean, I don't know why, like that. It just doesn't make any sense why the league would do that and take him out of a market they're trying to build in Dallas with new ownership, trying to build a casino community out there. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. But I know the conspiracy theories out there, man. Greatest unreal deadline. Yeah, man. I still feel like it's a dream, yo. Lakers have 3 elite ball handlers. What's going on, Tony Lee? Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, they've got 3 guys that can. And you know what? Earlier in the year, so I'm giving Austin his flowers here. Earlier in the year when he's taken on a lot of the point guard minutes and the playmaking duties, I questioned come playoff time when teams were applying pressure, could he get the ball past half court against some of these teams if they're applying pressure? It was a legit concern of mine. He's answering that call right now. He's doing everything that I had a concern about with Austin. He's checking the box. I salute him for that 100%. I love it. I love that for him. And like I said, it was never me rooting against Austin. I did not have to be right. I was praying I was wrong. And I'm hoping I continue to be. I hope he can become the 3rd best player on a chip team. I'm hoping his defense can improve. I'm hoping that he can be a ball handler with one or both Luka on the bench and not be a turnover machine when teams are applying pressure. I hope 1,000% that is the case. Believe me. Believe me. Let's see. Okay, let's get into the Charlotte drama. Can the trade actually go through? After all, low-key, Hayes sucks, so maybe not that bad. So I touched on this. I'm probably getting to your chat after the fact. Look, I don't see how the league can force the Lakers to unfail a physical. So you ever go to a doctor, anyone that's ever had surgery or anyone that's had a significant injury, and you go to a doctor and then you get a second opinion. It is your choice to decide how you want to proceed with your body, right? So the Lakers, they have their own medical professionals who can determine on whether they pass a physical or not. Now, some teams will say, look, we're a little more loose than that. Like, we'll pass guys. We're not as conservative as maybe as someone else. We're a little bit more aggressive with approving physicals. That's completely 100% up to the team if they feel a player is physically capable or not. Point blank, period. Point in case you saw the report came out, like I said, Charlotte sent over medical records. The Lakers felt good enough to proceed with the deal, submitted the paperwork to the league. Did not make the trade official because it was pending physicals. Williams gets to LA, takes his physical. The Lakers are like, what's y'all see this? What's this and this and this? On this medical chart, and they decided to fail the physical. And when they did that, that's within their right. That's within the terms of the deal. The trade got rescinded. It's over as far as I'm concerned. I don't see how the league can force that. For my baseball people, think Carlos Correa. Think of what happened when he left Houston, went to Minnesota on I think a 1+1 deal, opts out after year one, signs a massive deal with the Giants. The Giants agreed to terms, then brought him in pending physical. They saw an issue with his ankle, voided the deal. He goes to the Mets. They offer him a deal, pending physical. They offer him the deal. They agree. He now comes in to do a physical there. They're not comfortable with the deal no more. They void the deal. He then goes back to Minnesota on a deal that's way less than the other ones he would have got from Frisco or New York. And it's because he failed physicals with those teams. You didn't see the MLB or his agent forcing them to honor a deal that was pending physical. So I don't see how this can be undone. I just don't see how. It's totally up to the Lakers. Jeremy says, Luka allows Braun to be a two-way better again, which is mind-boggling. Yeah, Braun was out there defending like it was 2009, 2010. It was crazy. What's up, Gregory Brown? Lakers need to convert Goodwin instead of Koloko. I never got really excited about Koloko. I know when the Lakers got Koloko, people were going nuts over here just because the Lakers got someone, right, and a big. But, he's an athletic guy that can run the floor, but he's not going to give you a ton for this team right now. He's still, quote unquote, a project. Goodwin is putting in the work. He's been impressive. I would like to see what he does against a better team. Let's see what he does against a better team, a team that schemes for him. I'm rooting for him. I would love nothing more than for this kid to continue down this path. But hold up. Let's hold up. Let's not be those people that overreact when you play great against a bad team that's got nothing to play for. Let's see what he does when we're playing against a potential, finals team or like a top 4 team in the West. So let's see how that looks after the fact. Let's see. Craig said, talking to Search, let me mind my business. What's going on, Chris, the art director, my brother? Appreciate you, my guy. The best two-way sports channel on YouTube, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words, man. Hope you're doing well. Mark Williams is damaged goods. Remember Andrew Bynum? Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, teams got, the Dodgers, the Lakers got really good doctors now. Their medical team is top tier. Like I said, they got the guy from the league, the guy that was running the NBA health. So, they got good people over there, man. So that's why he voided it. And Vando with DFS is elite. When healthy, man. Vando has a chance to really impact some games here. Shando says you should do phone calls. I might probably not tonight, Shando. Post game. I got to get up early tomorrow, so I'm not going to stretch this show out. It's not going to be a 2.5 hour one. Maybe one day this week though. Maybe we'll do a pull up. I had fun when we did it the last time, but this show is not going to be as long as that one for sure. But some point this week we'll have one. DFS and Vando def change this team for sure. Luka allows Braun to be a best two-way player again, which is my bug. Did you put that twice, or did I read that twice, or am I tripping? Kendrick Nunn was hurt too. He was hurt, but that injury that Kendrick Nunn had, that deep bone bruise, some guys take 2 years to come back from that. A lot of them take a year. That injury that he had, he was never going to be the same anytime soon. What Gabe had was totally different. I'm really liking Goodwin. He's always in the right spots. He boxes out, plays hard, strongly consider signing him. Yeah, knows for the basketball, man. He has a definite nose for the basketball for sure. Alex Len will be a Laker. I think there's a good chance in that. I think there's a chance in that for sure. He was good. Facts. Jackson will eat. Facts. So he will definitely eat, man. I just don't trust Hayes as a big time guy, though. I don't trust him as our number one option as a center. I don't trust that as something that can get us further. I'm with you there. I don't trust that. That boy Goodwin, nice. Yeah, man. He's impressive. He's been impressing. Man, if Seawood and Kleber can get healthy before the playoffs, this team will be deep. They're saying that Kleber will be available for the playoffs. Christian Wood, I think, will be back, eventually as well. Goodman replaces Max Christie at a cheaper price and gives us that Bruce Brown type of game too. He does, Jeremy. He does. And you know what? It's funny because the main reason I've always talked about Bruce Brown is because the Lakers have always wanted Bruce Brown for that Bruce Brown type. But not at that Bruce Brown money that he's got right now. But yeah, good one. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You hit it on the head. That's an excellent point. He is kind of Bruce Brown-ish, right? And that's exactly what the Lakers need. And that's why they've been trying and going after Bruce Brown for a couple of years now. Goodwin is a great energy guy. The problem with him is his shot will hopefully get better. I picked up on that. Yeah, no, I feel you. Rui Vando and DFS are the guard dogs of Braun, Luka, and Reeves. Yeah. Facts. They basically reunited Luka and DFS. They did. JJ reminds me of Sean McVay in terms of forward thinking. Yeah, it's a great point. And you guys remember the summer when everyone was talking about all these other names and all these, well, this guy's never done it before. And I told you guys that I felt that of all the names, you guys know I said this, that of all the names, I felt that he was the guy that had the only potential to be a home run hire. I felt others could be he has a chance to be a strikeout, but I felt he was the only guy with home run potential as a hire. You guys know I continue to say that. JJ was my guy. I did want Hurley. Don't get me wrong. I'll still stand on that. I felt Hurley would have done a great job too. But the second it became realistic that Hurley was not realistic, and he really wasn't other than a couple of days, JJ was kind of my target all along, just for the simple fact that his basketball mind in this new era of game was something that the Lakers were going to need. And I felt that he was the guy that had the chance to be the biggest home run hire. That still remains to be seen if that's going to be the case. But he's done a fantastic job. Milton needs to be the player who's waived. Reddish elite gives you defense. Goodwin is even in the picture now. Yeah, and maybe he will be. Maybe they were looking to trade Cam, get a spot, and then still waive Shake and have 2 roster spots. So maybe you're right about that. Maybe that's something that can happen, man. This man said 8 Mile Austin. Yeah, man. 8 Mile Austin, man. 8 Mile Austin, man. He's out there hooping, man. What's going on, Daniel Berry? He said, was there. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you for tuning in. Miami Gabe is back. Miami Gabe always been here, man. He just never have Miami knee. Yeah, he lost his knee, man. It's back now. Nicholas Clark said, what's up, Nick? Is it possible getting Lance Jr. or Boucher on the buyout market? Rotationally quality centers, not ideal, but impactful. I don't necessarily know if Nance is that impactful big that you want. These guys are, again, there's not going to be a game-changing big out there on the buyout market. Not that I can see, at least. DFS with Vanda was totally underrated. Facts. Legault, what's going on? Legault said, we are sold back, Jeff. Facts, man. We definitely are. What's going on, Reg? Appreciate you, brother. Reg from the Locker Room, my guy over here, Reggie's Adventures, man. Make sure to go check out Locker Room LA over there. The Locker Room, man, does great work. Nightly shows over there. Reg, I'm curious to see. I know that you've had I know you've had some choice words for Austin in the past. I'm curious to see what you think of him right now. I know you're not totally changed your mind. Just want to know if you've been impressed during the stretch that he's playing right now. I think he's out there playing his ass off, man, playing his heart out. I think he's giving the team everything he can. I haven't, always disagreed in your entire stance on him, but I think this dude's out there giving all he can, man. I think now, eventually, if giving all he can isn't good enough, then that just is what it's going to be. But the way he's hooping right now, man, I'm just curious to see what you think about it right now. Sounds like Alex Len is possible, different look, but not that athletic, rim running big. Luka likes. He's not, but you have that in Jackson Hayes, right? You have that in a Koloko. You have those guys. You need a bruiser, and he's definitely that more than those other guys are. Are you more comfortable with Austin as a third guy with Luka than with AD? See, that's a good point. So that's why I say I've got to wait to see how this happens. I got to see what this looks like when Luka's usage rate goes up. I've got to see when Luka's at like a 28, LeBron at a 28 usage. I got to see what it looks like. Luka for his career is 35. usage rate. He's 32 this year. LeBron for his career is like 31 and a half, 32, something like that. So if those guys come down a little bit and frees up Austin to have higher usage, I'm curious to see what that looks like for sure. That remains to be seen. We'll have to wait and see. This is one game where Luka doesn't have his legs under him. When Luka is feeling more comfortable out there and be able to put in a lot more minutes, we'll see what his usage rate looks like, and that'll kind of tell you what it'll look like with Austin out there. Let's see. Legoat says AR should be on the bench and we should start DFS. I think Rui should be on the bench and we should start DFS, and I think that's potentially going to happen. Let's see. Yes, make sure to please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. We would greatly appreciate it. We cover the MLB, NBA, Lakers, and Dodgers here. So if you're new, make sure to subscribe, drop a like. Greatly appreciate it. You can also become a member to the channel for less than the cost of lunch. You could become a member for an entire month. Hit that join button or tap the link in the description to become a member. Appreciate those who have done so already. I'd start Gabe, DFS, Luka, Braun, and whoever is at center. Who comes out of there? Rui. Yeah, so Rui, and so right now, who started tonight, right? We had you had Luka, you had Braun, you had Jackson Hayes, you had Rui, and you had Austin tonight. So you're taking Rui out, putting in Gabe, taking Austin out, and putting okay. We have 10 Mile Reeves, yo. 10 Mile Reeves. Palms are sweaty. Mom spaghetti. A good one is efficient. What's going on, Kurt? Luka is washed. Wave him and get the white. And the white thing is coming up again. Luka is washed. That's comedy. That's comedy. What's up, Kurt? Appreciate you, man. What's going on, Woo? Imagine we got Wood back and Max. Yeah, well, Max and Wood would be a welcome addition to this team. And I think they're going to get them both back. Kurt says, hey, Jeff and Lucky and everyone, still surreal to see Luka in a Lakers uniform. You're right, man. Lucky, where's Lucky, man? I left the living room with the fourth quarter. Lucky was watching the game by himself when I left. So, matter of fact, probably was not a wise decision to leave him unsupervised and unattended. God only knows what he's got going on right now. Do a live panel, says Shando. Not tonight, bro. Not tonight. I'll get one in this week, though. I got you guys. I got you. It's just not going to be one of those nights. I got to get up pretty early tomorrow, so only going to go maybe about an hour tonight. All good, bro. Hope you were well. Shout out to Kurt. Let's see. Biggest thing I liked of Goodwin was the box outs, off-ball dives, playing hard. That is repeatable. Yeah, Nick, it's kind of like the things that JJ preaches on with his principles, the corner crashing, dunker spot cuts, and all these different things. The activity is pretty much what you like, what you want to see. It's the Hydro says the Lakers got buyer's remorse. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, they've never done that before. I mean, I don't think they were overpaying for a guy with that upside if he was healthy. I just don't. I think the only buyer's remorse was, look, we're not getting what we paid for. This guy's not healthy. So I think we can split the difference there. I think the buyer remorse came from the part where they got him in for a physical and they failed him. Let's see. What's going on, Mike Johnson? Jeff, how could they contest something like this? I don't see how they can. I think they're trying to just save face because, like I said, it's totally up to the Lakers to fail a physical. I don't see how they can contest this. It's never been done before. We've had plenty of trades that didn't go through because of injury concerns or failed physicals. This isn't like unheard of or never been done before. What's never been done before is the league forcing the team who failed the physical to take that player in after the fact. I don't see it. And they can't even reshape the deal because the trade deadline has passed. So as far as I'm concerned, this is done. So we'll wait to see how that works though. Dalton didn't look happy. Very sad. Well, I mean, he's still in it. That's why like this. Now we know why the Lakers didn't activate him is because it's still kind of in limbo here, right? I think the Lakers are confident that Dalton's going to be on the team, but maybe the league has informed them that you can't activate or play these guys until this is settled. And maybe, Dalton's still kind of going through it. He was a Laker. Then he was a Hornet. Now he's a Laker again. Now, Charlotte is trying to make him a Hornet again. Like he's going through it right now. His first year in the league. But I'll tell you what, though. It is not totally unnatural, Dalton Connect, what he's going through here, unnatural to him, abnormal. He transferred multiple times in college. So he's kind of was exposed to the business of basketball before he became a pro. I don't necessarily know where his head is, but I definitely think that, it's just a whirlwind of it all. The shock of it maybe a little bit, but I think he'll be fine. And like I said, I don't believe for a second. I think it's just conspiracy theory and kind of lazy train of thought to think that this is simply buyer's remorse. I think the Lakers do this deal 10 times out of 10 if they believe that Williams is healthy. I think the Lakers view it as almost, getting a guy, at that age, at that size, to play with Luka, a guy that Luka wanted. It just, when you have all the information, the buyer's remorse take to me is just lazy to me. Let's see. DK looks upset. Yeah, man. Like I said, he's going through it still, man. He's going through it. Try to F us. Let's see. Give me Goodwin and Alex Len. It may come up to that. SD Hydro says, wave shake Milton. They might, Hydro. They just might. I'm rooting for Dalton to bounce back. He could contribute. I'm rooting for him too. I was rooting for him even if he went to Charlotte. We drafted him. Look, you got to give to get. And the Lakers see Mark Williams as someone that's a talented big, a talented young player. You're going to have to give to get in that scenario. And the Lakers knew they weren't going to get him without offering up Dalton Connect and an unprotected first and a swap. There were guys, going in on Twitter talking about, the Lakers just stole him. They're letting the Lakers get everybody. They let the Lakers all. Their guys are making it seem like the Lakers got an all-star. You know what I mean? I know that's not the case, but what I'm saying is that people in the league were like, the Lakers just got one, right? So the Lakers, there's no way in hell they had buyer's remorse there. I'm just telling you, I've talked to enough people that the Lakers, let's just say, there was a lot of things that kind of had the Lakers upset. I'm sure some more of this is going to come out, and this was not buyer's remorse. I will die on that hill. I will continue to stand on that. Jeff, what did you think of the halftime show last night? I loved it. I loved that. As you guys know, I'm a big Kendrick fan. I think I don't think a lot of people appreciate the choreography and the attention to detail and the timing and the ambiance and the setting and just the vision and the creativity on and on and on to what Kendrick brings, even to the subtle list of just turning his head with a smirk saying, hey, Drake, say, Drake, I heard you like him, like every little thing that he did was perfect. And I understand that Kendrick is not for everybody, and the national audience, for people who don't like hip hop, they were probably like, what is this? Because, he was playing songs. There are people in that stadium that probably only knew him from Not Like Us. And when they played that song, they knew it. But outside of that, they didn't know a lot of the other songs from him. They probably didn't know that he dropped Grand National, and probably didn't know who he was. They heard the song, but maybe they didn't know that was him, right? Until it came on. So I think the whole thing of Samuel L. Jackson being Uncle Sam, like there was so many great things about it. I thought it was A1, fantastic. My favorite halftime show was still 2022 Super Bowl 56 in LA with Dre, Snoop, M, 50, Kendrick again, and Mary. That by far and away is my favorite Super Bowl halftime show ever. This one's up there. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And when I was watching it, like I was at a Super Bowl party and people were lit already, right? And there was a bunch of people that were loud. I couldn't hear everything, right? So because I was like, there was someone like obnoxiously drunk, like right next to me, being loud as hell. And I couldn't hear everything that was said. So I missed the line where he said, the suing and all that stuff. So immediately, like when I got home, I watched it again. I put my headphones on, watched it on my phone and listened to it. Then I got in the car, drove around and listened to it with the sub, like heard it all, man. I was like, okay, yeah, Dot did his thing. So I loved it. And game over, right? Hopefully this is the end of it. And, everybody can just move on here. What's going on, Matthew? Despite Luka being on minute restriction, he cooked. Love his no-look passes to Rui. One miss, one make from Rui. Yeah. That's what he's going to bring, right? You got LeBron who can move the ball around. You got Luka now who can move the ball around. It just adds something different to this team, and it's just adding something special to this team again. Who's the best available center? Koloko, Lin, Theis, Bamba, and is Nance or Boucher possible? I don't know if those other two are. Oddly as it sounds, man, the best one might be Lin. It might be Lin. Like I said, it's kind of slim pickings out there right now. What's going on, Black Mamba? One of the best breaking down the game and talking b-ball straight. Welcome back, G. Hey, appreciate you, Black Mama. I appreciate you guys, man. I know I appreciate Moses. I took a break away. I've been covering MLB, and people have been looking for me. You guys been messaging for me, and when I kind of popped my head back into the NBA world, y'all came back. So I appreciate you guys. It's humbling. It's good to know that people, value what I have to say and take what I talk about when it comes to these sports to heart. And I appreciate you guys. And you guys are great too. These conversations we have, the knowledge you guys have, the questions you ask, the way you guys watch the game, it's what makes this special. When I first started this, I thought I was going to be a podcast guy that just recorded stuff and put it out there. I didn't really know I was going to be a live stream guy to interact with the chat and read every single chat like I do. Like this thing kind of happened organically. So appreciate you guys. I thank you for your compliments. I thank you for you guys reaching out. And I really appreciate those who followed me over to baseball, even though you didn't really watch baseball. You were basketball people and you pulled up just to support me. So I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. So thank you, Black Mamba. Austin Reeves is buckets. 8 Mile Austin, man. 8 Mile Austin. Vanda with DFS is the cheat code. Y'all haven't figured it out yet. I've been saying that for years. Search, you know this. I've been getting clowned for Vando. He can't even stay on the court. I understand. I've said when he's on the court, man, he is impactful. He is absolutely impactful. Kurt says Laker fan base underrates their players. Austin has outperformed his contract and just gotten better and better. Yeah. I mean, he's been outstanding. He's been incredible. There's no doubt about it. I love everything I'm seeing from Austin Reeves right now. 8 Mile Austin, man. Why won't LA contact the Jokic Slayer Dwight? Maybe a tryout. What's going on, Matthew? He's not the Joker Slayer for sure. That was 2022. This is not the same Joker, and it's not the same Dwight. 2020. Sorry, that was 5 years ago. I'll say this though. Dwight Howard is now 38, 39 years old. I think people forgot how bad Dwight was in 2022, and it's 3 years later. 2020 Dwight and 2021 Dwight on Philly was solid. 2022 Dwight was not the same guy. And it's 3 years removed. No other team has signed him after bringing him for a workout. Obviously, there's some off the court stuff with rumors that led to some of that. But excuse me. But Dwight's done. I feel it would shock me if the Lakers brought him back. That would absolutely shock me if they did it. So I definitely do not see that happening. Oh man, I lost my spot. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, here we go. Rui's been very good lately. Facts. Gabe has been huge for us. Yes, he has. Let's see. Dalton is going back to Charlotte. I don't think so. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I don't see how. I'm pretty convinced it's not going to happen, but I mean, who knows, right? I guess anything can happen. He didn't want to be at the game. He didn't clap for his teammates or stand up the whole time. I mean, it is what it is. Lakers got him for 4 more years, if this trade doesn't go through, right? So it don't take long to forget. Brian Shaw got waived by the Lakers in 2021, and then they brought him back at a cheaper rate. Like guys have been actually disrespected more, came back and helped the team win. This ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? This is nothing new. This is the business of basketball. This stuff happens. Let's see. Mavs are feeling it big time. Gafford appeared to injure his knee tonight. It didn't look good. Yeah, man. That sucks. Did you notice that Reddick took Hayes out after 2 minutes? Took him out after 2 minutes. Yeah, but so they're trying to they don't want to give him early foul trouble. But he had himself a good game today, though. Mr. X, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. That's why the Lakers signed Stanley Johnson to the G League. They knew something was going to happen. I mean, maybe. Let's see. Stanley Johnson will replace Connect. Stanley, you guys are still high on Stanley Johnson? I mean, no shade. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he brings to the NBA team at this point, but good for him. Great for him. I hope he does get a chance somewhere. I just don't know if it's going to be on this team. Anybody on European circuit, we should embrace creativity. That I'm not sure. Let's see. I hope we can keep Connect. I was not pleased with Mark Williams at all. What's going on, Kane? I mean, his potential is there. And Connect. I think the Lakers took a shot. It fell apart. But it's so funny, man. The reaction to that, I think a lot of people just don't know his game. Not saying you can, but the amount of Laker fans who didn't even know who Mark Williams was crazy to me. Like, no one even knew who he was. If the Williams trade settled down, get him, assuming Mark plays through the playoffs, are we a contender? Mr. X, if he's healthy, he makes us a better team because we have size, right? But apparently the Lakers don't believe he's healthy. Raise Hayes. Let's see. Daniel Berry, 5 months as a member, man. Shout out to you, Daniel Berry. What a win. Let's see how they do against Denver. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Man. Luka versus man. I wish it was a couple weeks away, but Luka got his legs on it. But we're gonna play him again after that, though. Why won't LA contact? Okay, I already did that. There we go. I'm finding back where I was. I knew when we signed Gabe, he was a good signing. Part of what made it bad was signing was having D'Lo, Reeves, Spencer, Rui, Braun, AD, too many knee touches, guys. His injuries didn't help. Yeah, man, I was excited when we got Gabe. I never gave up on him, though. I still think he's a solid guy. Although Dwight tried to steal Luka's girl. Remember that. Watching Hurley crash out is why I preferred Redick. Yeah, I mean, Redick was my choice from the jump. Lakers need a lob threat. I mean, they've got lob threats. The first 2 or 3 plays of the game tonight were lobs. They got guys that can do it. Rick Pitino just beat Hurley. Yeah. Vincent got scared after the trade, so he's back to 2023 game. Nance is perfect big for this team. Sometimes reminds me of a poor man's AD. He might be a little too undersized though. Lakers have a lob. Yeah, they have lob threats, man. Let's see. You said Reggie sounds pissed off every show. Reggie's passionate, man. Reggie's passionate. Shout out, Reg, man. Reggie passionate. Yeah, it's Reg in the locker room. The smoke show. Gabe Vincent, like a poor man's Jalen Brunson mixed with Derek Fisher. Yeah, he's tough, man. He's got heart. Rui being on the bench could work with DFS starting. I agree. Trying to catch up to these, man. Trying to catch up. Lucky is a terrorist. He sure is, man. Lucky prefers to watch the game by himself. He likes the post game by himself. He watches Spectrum. He don't watch me. So Lucky gonna make you leave the house and evacuate. Oh man. Are we getting Wood back this year? At least in the update, I think we are. I think we'll have Wood back. Sometime after the All-Star break. Whether that's late February, I'm not really sure. No, I think they're getting him back. I think they would have tried to salary dump him if they felt they weren't going to get him back. In 2009, OKC rescinded a trade for Tyson Chandler due to concerns about his toe. These things are far and few between, but they do happen. And that was just like a bigger name one, right? But there are ones that happen. Like, what you got to understand is, like, you hear the word rescinded. And what happens is teams are kind of like very weird sometimes with sending over medicals. And they feel that once they just agree to it and send a guy, that another team isn't want to go through the hassle of rescinding a trade. Some are more strict and require more information on medicals sent over prior to an agreement of a trade. So what happens is there's a lot of these trades that don't go down because teams get access to medicals and then just turn down the trade. So we hear about that way more than trades getting rescinded. And those things will happen way more. The problem with this was Charlotte obviously didn't send over everything. And when he got to LA and the Lakers gave a thorough evaluation, they found some things they didn't like. So in other situations, you have where teams send over medicals, the team is content, they make the trade, the player shows up, they discover something else, but it's not game changing. And they're like, all right, let's just proceed with this deal. Or they send over the medicals, the other team sees something they don't like, and they just pull out of the talks. So this happens all the time. All the time this happens. Now, rescinding a trade is different because it typically doesn't get to that point. But this one, clearly, the medicals that Charlotte sent over was nowhere near what the Lakers felt was accurate. I heard Buha got into hot water as a Clipper writer and has had some issues with players he covered. Shelburne also been known to exaggerate stories. KD called her out today. KD calls a lot of people out. You know what? I don't know much about Buha as a Clipper guy. I don't really pay attention to a lot of the national guys for a variety of reasons. I've touched on that in the past. But that's no shade towards anyone. I'm just saying I kind of know what the game is now. And for me, a lot of the stuff I can spot. And then I have conversations with people who are a little bit more in the know, and you can kind of you start to kind of pick up on what's real and what's not necessarily not real, but not realistic. And in this era of what ESPN, which they're employed by, is going to, and they kind of turn good journalists into mediocre or not good journalists. Again, not talking about Buha. I'm just saying, like, it kind of is. They change the landscape of what they expect from their journalists, and the actual real journalists just aren't really there anymore. And when you see someone like a Zach Lowe, a Mark Stein, like guys that they've let go, there was a top tier quality guys there. Again, not talking about Buha. I'm just saying, but replacing them with guys that are just nowhere near as good as them. And then as a result of that, the content struggles, in my opinion. Yep, true, Kane. Can we start a GoFundMe for the Lakers? We need to tamper the probe centers from other teams. Drake new line, Kendrick Jay's opened his mouth, winning new Grammys and calling me about the Super Bowl. Oh man. Nah, Jeff, I had a long week. I don't care about symbolism, dude. It was just a fun show. I like Dot fans who act like he speaks French, Spanish, and Da Vinci Code every time he speaks. It's weird. Nah, that's not what it is to me at all. I'm only giving him credit for the amount of time and work and preparation he puts in. I understand everything he says and does. To me, it's not another language. It's just art, there's a difference between an MC and an artist, or an MC and a rapper, or an MC and a pop star. There's a total different, there's levels to it. And what Kendrick is more the quintessential hip hop. And Drake's never going to be that. And that's no shade to Drake. He's more the top 40 pop guy, right? Great performer, great entertainer. He is great in his own realm. But Kendrick, his level of attention to detail is just so much better. So I'm always going to show appreciation for that, because artistically, I appreciate the effort and I appreciate the work. And it's not like he's speaking a language that can't be understood. But sometimes he does some stuff that you gotta pay attention to it, because something can go over your head. And I think that's a great skill and a great attribute, and something that a lot of people don't do anymore. He's kind of represents the golden era. He's from the era when dudes, in their craft and what they did, and didn't have a whole team writing their stuff and there's go performing it. Like, that's like pop star stuff, right? So at the end of the day, Kendrick is just so gifted and skilled at multiple levels. And it was great to see him perform at the Super Bowl. It was entertaining, it was fun, I loved it, and I watched it several times since. To me, it's pretty simple, man. Couldn't hear. I could hear him. I just couldn't hear him because the guy I was like sitting next to was just loud as hell. 2002 was way more. 2002 was crazy, man. 2002 was crazy. You said Weezy got robbed? Nah, man. Look, Weezy. For those who haven't seen Weezy perform, Weezy can't even remember half his lines. Weezy a goat. Weezy's great. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. But it's not his time anymore. It's not his time. It's Kendrick's time. He had the number one song in the world. Like, he was gonna be there. They've had the Super Bowl in New Orleans before. Weezy wasn't asked then. Super Bowls, it's in every city every year. The local rapper doesn't get it then, right? So at the end of the day, I love Weezy, but that dude cannot remember his lines anymore to save his life. Makes the Shaq and Kobe three-peat more conversational piece. Yeah, man. My entire crib was sleeping, didn't help. The game was a bore too. Yeah, that game was trash. The game was horrific. I like older Dot 2011 to 17. After that, he kind of lost me, not gonna lie. Oh, I love this Dot. Grand National was incredible. Damn was incredible. What he's about to drop next is gonna be incredible. Stay tuned. It is Dot is incredible, man. He's incredible. No doubt about it. What's going on? Don't care. Appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate you. I also apologize. I stopped modding many channels because in the end, he said they Serge over here, hold the court again. Appreciate you being here, Serge. You're the best in the business, man. I'm happy that you don't see me as amateur not up here. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's see. When does Luka get added to the 40-man roster for the Dodgers, right? Oh man, that's crazy. I want DFS to start already. I get Rui hasn't done anything to warrant being benched, but DFS has the chemistry with Luka. He will. I think he will. You guys got to understand too that DFS was nursing a pretty significant calf strain before he got traded from Brooklyn, and I think they're just doing their best to kind of nurse that a little bit while he's playing. I think by the end of the year he will be in that starting lineup. Let's see. He's trying to push-ups over here. Wu said the league should give the Lakers 24 hours to make a trade as an exemption. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Let's see. You got another super chat in the building. Hi, Lee Ford. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, hey, Jeff, perhaps the trade still goes through, but the Lakers get to keep their 2013 first-round pick. If so, wave shake and sign Alice Lynn. Well, from everything that I understand, and the language on it is a little murky, but I did ask around, and from what I understand, and again, it hasn't really happened before, where a trade at the trade deadline was rescinded, and they had to figure out what to do. So that is kind of a little different. Now, from what I understand, that a team, this is what I was told earlier, the team that rescinds the trade due to a medical concern via a failed physical, that's it. Like, that's it. That, from what I understand, I am not a lawyer. You know what I mean? I've studied the CBA at length, but this is a situation that really hasn't happened like this before. But from what I understand, that even if the teams kind of agreed to finish the deal, it would have to be as currently constructed. That it couldn't be that the terms changed, because that would have been after the trade deadline. So that is what I understand right now. I was trying to I talked to a couple people. Some didn't know. Some weren't confident enough to give a direct answer. But pretty much everyone that I talked to who are not, again, not lawyers, the CBA, there's just kind of loopholes, right? And so from everything that I've understood is that if the Lakers don't want this deal, they don't have to do the deal. Point blank, period. That it's done. Now, loopholes or something changes, but I'm fairly confident that this deal is not going to happen and that it's done from a standpoint of being done as in not happening. But if that changes, then it's just another rule I'm going to have to learn, right? So, I'm pretty good with the CBA. I feel like I'm pretty good with the salary cap. I'm pretty good with these rules, but there's so much intel and information and so many things that if this happens, it's this. A lot of the things can be confusing a little bit, but everything that I'm kind of being led to believe is that this is done. So we'll see. Matthew says Tyson Chandler was almost a thunder. He was. I remember that. And again, these types of things happen more often than you think, but it just never gets to the point where it has to be rescinded because the teams just sorted out before the trade is actually turned into the league. If we want to think outside the box and get a true lob threat, let's get Airbud. Are we bringing the Airbud chat back? Oh, that's funny. Airbud. Let's see. Let's talk playoffs. You got who you got is our best and worst matchup. Look, I'm not scared of anyone now. You got the ball handlers here. Obviously, Joker is going to be a problem whether we have a dominant big or not. But now Murray, we have someone to neutralize that with Luka. OKC is going to be good, right? Houston, I think, is a little too young. I think they could fold. Look, if the Clippers are healthy, I think they can scare some people. Dallas, I think, is pretty much done now. Phoenix, I'm not buying them. Sacramento, not buying them. To me, it's Denver, OKC. And the Lakers, they've got as good a chance as anyone. Minnesota, I kind of they're in the middle tier there to me. So I think to me, Golden State, I don't fear. To me, it's going to come down to OKC and Denver, really. For the Lakers is the biggest threat. And I think the Lakers, especially if those two teams play each other in a round and the Lakers don't, that makes the Lakers' chances even bigger. And I'll tell you this right now, if Luka, Braun, and Austin if this team is playing similarly to how they're playing right now, then I'm telling you, sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit. Damn, Jeff cooking my childhood. Jeff cooking. How did I cook your childhood? What did I do? I doubt Wayne knows what he's doing. No, I love Wayne, man. Again, like I just try to be honest, and then I don't sit up here and pom for someone because he's my guy, right? I don't sit up here and pom pom like for these dudes. Like Pac is a god to me, right? And I say I hate that Pac essentially got himself killed, right? That's my guy. That's my dude. That's a rap god to me, right? As far as like an iconic guy to me, but you got to keep it a buck as to what it is. And Wayne is incredible, filthy, man, especially when he was on that run where no matter what feature he was doing, he was just filleting people. But watch him live, man. He just he ain't with it no more. Alejandro said, I love Kendrick. The thing is, as talented and as great as he is, and independently of that, the show last night just was not a worldwide spectacle fit for a halftime Super Bowl show. I expect that some people were going to feel that way, right? Like for me, it was great because I'm a hip hop head. But I understand that some people are going to be like, who is this guy? Totally understand it. But I loved it for selfish reasons. I loved it. And he had the biggest song in the world. And like I said, he'd done it before. He was part of, at the time, to me, was the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time in 22. And, he earned the right to be there this year. He earned the right. He had the biggest song in the world. He earned the right. Just let's agree to disagree. I hate being an Angelino sometimes. I hear you. I didn't know Jeff was an industry insider. Yeah, he goes a lot. I told you, I had a independent record label for 10 years. Okay. I know a lot of people within the industry. And like Kendrick has always been someone I've admired. There's a lot of guys locally who's hustle. Speaking of hustle, shout out to Nipsey, rest in peace, my guy. There's a lot of guys who I respect the dues they paid and the work they put in and what they did for the city and what they did for the culture. And I fell in love with hip hop in the early 90s, and I never looked back. Never look back. And so I take it serious. I'm passionate about it. And Kendrick is a throwback to me. He is a guy that, they just don't make it like that anymore. And I'm appreciative to have a guy like him in 2025. Lakers signed Boban. That's funny. I don't know, really dislike Kendrick per se. I don't really dislike Kendrick per se. Just not a fan of his fan base. And I found the Grammys weird. Ton of people with weird cases dancing into the song, like hypocrisy going on. Hey, look, I don't necessarily look, I'm a diehard Laker fan, and I don't like all Laker fans, right? I've told you guys, I talk about the toxic, patch of Laker Nation. Every fan base has it. So it's the same thing with hip hop, cults in a way. The J. Cole fans, the Kanye fans, like I said, the Kendrick fans, the Drake fans might be the worst at this point. But the same thing, you got all these ones that they got their base, right? And they all got them. Kendrick's no different when it comes to the quote unquote base, the fan base. When it comes to Super Bowl halftime shows, people are usually biased to how much they like the artist performing. I'm sure someone out there thinks Maroon 5 was the best show ever. Facts. I stand on my own thought, though. I'm not someone who likes rolling with the troops. Oh, yeah, facts. Nor should you be. Let's see. Hopefully Jeff is back with his OG Lakers fan. Yeah, man. I'm back, man. I'm back. Good show, my friend. I got to get some sleep now. Get ready for work tomorrow. Thank you, Heavy, for it. I appreciate you, all your support. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being here. Have a good night. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you. What's going on, BC? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're doing well. We got to stop the we need a Joker stopper that don't exist and stop. Yeah, that's what I've said for years. We don't need one. Another hot take, man. Jay-Z always rubbed me the wrong way for some reason. Oh no, Jay's my guy. Jay is my guy. Blueprint 1 is my favorite album of all time. Jay is my guy. Brooklyn Stand. Oh, that's my guy. I have a Code 118 wallet, and they're a great family. Oh yeah. Man, where's my wallet? Lucky got my wallet. Yeah, the Code 118 wallets are incredible. There's a link in the description. Check that out. Great wallet. They got different modules you can add onto it, stack up. They're a friend of the show. They're an affiliate of ours. Also, God, I've added another affiliate. I just haven't announced it yet. I got to get that going next week. It is baseball related, but I'm working on something else for basketball right now as well. Because you're an OG, do you look at this hip-hop-ish different than us young bucks? I do. Hip-hop is a contact sport, man. It's a sport to me. I love rap beefs and rap battles. I love the gulliness of it, right? I love the competition. I don't like I don't want to be the get off my lawn guy, but I just think the skill in today's game is different. There's guys that they can do it, but as far as I grew up in the era where it was at its peak, And once you at the peak, you can only go down from there. That's kind of where we are right now. Jeff, can the trade really go through? I don't think so, Maurice. I don't think so, but we'll see. That's just my opinion. I don't think so. The contingent that hates LeBron are interesting. Genie has 0 winning seasons without him. True. I mean, look, look, Kobe frustrated me at times. Shaq frustrated me at times. Bron frustrates me at times. It's not personal to Bron. I'm just passionate about my team. I love my team. And sometimes your stars can frustrate you. But there's never been a second where I wish that Bron never came here. Like, never. I still thank God every day that LeBron James chose us and helped get us a chip. Like, I'll never hate I'll never hate LeBron James. Sometimes it comes with some antics, but that's going to be the case. And but I'm still thrilled to death that he chose us. Jay-Z is a great artist. I'm talking about the other stuff though. Oh, I mean, a lot of that stuff, I'm not buying a lot of that stuff, man. But his artistry is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Bless all of you for being here. That's right, Search. How do you handle disagreements with people? I remember you said you have been you've seen Bron stands, Drake stands, who are your age and older than you. I mean, I basically just respect people's own opinion and to think. But like I said, you're not going to force me to think a way I don't feel. I'll listen, I'll hear it out because it interests me. But I don't pom-pom for people. I don't pom-pom for my team. I don't do any of that. I don't do the goofy stuff. Man. And I don't overreact to things. I just stay how I am. I'll get excited. I'll get amped, because my team wins and this and that. But as far as I don't flip-flop like that. I can change my mind over time if something swayed me or I saw something I didn't see before. But I'm just not with the goofy stuff. I'm not with the goofy stuff. There's a lot of goofballs out here. You know what I mean? I'm just not with it. And the second I spot it, done. But outside of that, everyone's free to think what they like. Music, clothing, food, cars, sports. It's all objective, man. It's all objective. You like what you like. That's it. I'm not up here trying to change anyone's mind. I do like a good debate. I do like being a good argument. I do like a good conversation. But at the end of the day, if I walk away and neither one of our minds changed and we had a good conversation, I still enjoy the time. It's kind of how I see it. Appreciate your search. Thank you, man. I'm definitely glad the last championship was the decade and not way back to 2010. Oh, for sure, BC. I get what you mean. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug, man. Oh, it is, for sure. We need a center, fam. Slim pickings out there. It is slim pickings, for sure. Let's see. What's going on, Ran? Baseball season is here. Let's go. I want Luka to put up 80 points, and then when we play the Mavs. Yeah, I'm excited about baseball, man. But I'm excited about baseball. I'm excited that Luka's a Laker. I'm excited about a lot of things right now, man. It's a great time to be in LA. Jay-Z is very weird dude, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Great artist, but I never want to meet, bro. There's a lot of weird dudes that are artists, man. That's just a fact. That's kind of normal. That's kind of normal. Every artist I've met has been a little different in his own way or her way. So that's true. There's no argument there for sure. But yeah, man. So the Lakers gave us something to be excited about today. Gave us something to be excited about last Saturday. We'll wait out the news on this latest rescinded trade. The Dodgers are right back around the corner. It's about to be fun times over here at Empire Jeff TV, man. So happy to have you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down for the night. You guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. I thank you for spending your time. Thank you for dropping a like on the video. Thank you for subscribing if you're new. Over 100 people rocking on Twitter X right now. Appreciate you. Love you guys. YouTube, you know what it is, man. Appreciate you guys. And I will catch you guys probably sometime tomorrow. I might do a Dodger video tomorrow. So Search, you're the best in the business. Love you, brother. Thank you. You guys stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Have an incredible Tuesday, and we will talk tomorrow. As always, let's go Dodgers. Let's go Lakers. Stay safe. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.